What's up, fuckers, and welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K22 Next Gen. Today, we're doing another 5-year rebuild today here with the Oklahoma City Thunder, a team that has one of, if not potentially, the brightest future in the NBA. So I give a ton of credit to Sam Presti, the general manager of the Oklahoma City Thunder. He set them up super well for success in the future. Ton of draft picks, a ton of young talent on this team. It feels like this Thunder team could be a problem within the next 3 to 4 years. So we'll get into more of my thoughts once we get into the video. I want to let you guys know the reason I'm doing the Thunder today is because they were actually most voted on yesterday on a poll on my community tab. Every time I'm setting up to do a 5-year rebuild the next day, I'm going to post a community tab on my poll, or a poll on my community tab for you guys to vote on which team I'm going to go ahead and do next. So be on the lookout for that. There should be another one up. It should go up before this video does come out. So let me know what you guys want to see down below in the comment section, because that's which teams end up on the poll. Other than that, of course, if you guys are new around here, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you are not yet, could subscribe to the channel. And if you guys could leave a like on the video, it would be awesome as well. But yeah, man, Thunder, 5-year rebuild. This is awesome because it's right up my alley. Ton of young talent. Let's hop into it. So as always, we really won't be making any trades before we do start sitting here number one, just because this should be a pretty accurate representation of what the actual Thunder roster should look like for the 2022-2023 season. But we will quickly go over it, see how it is looking right here. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, obviously the best player on this team. Super bright future for him. I think he could potentially be an All-NBA second team member this year. It's a shot in the dark, but who knows? Ty Jerome on this team, I don't know why he's listed as a Euro stash right now. Is he in Europe? I honestly have no idea. I don't know, but Shai's going to be our only point guard in the rotation this year, and that's weird to say. I'm not going to sit here and pretend if I know if Ty Jerome's in Europe, but I have to wait till next year to bring him back. Chris Chiozza on this team as well, 26 years of age. Josh Giddey, who they drafted, 5th overall? 6th overall back in 2021. Very impressive rookie campaign. Excited to have him in my backcourt along with Shay. Then they have Trey Mann here and I almost said Javonte Williams. That would be the Broncos running back. Jalen Williams, 12th overall pick? Yeah, in 2022. I'd like to use him eventually, but, I mean, there's 3 guys here, 21 and 20 years old. All super young. I really can't use all of them, so this is not a realistic rebuild, so eventually probably one of them will get traded, but I think Jalen Williams could be somebody who spends a little bit of time in the G League this year, because I definitely do not need 3 shooting guards. The small forward spot. Lou Dort actually had a long contract extension with the Thunder, 5 years, $82.5 million. We don't know the exact breakdown on that, so I gave him the same number every single year in terms of dollars. I don't know what it's going to be every year, but $16.5 million times 5 is 82.5, and that's what the deal was. So whether it's not right per year or not, the money is there and it is right. Kendrick Williams got an extension from this team as well. They also drafted Ousmane Dieng, 11th? Yeah, 11th overall. So he's going to be here as well. He actually is going to play this year. I'm actually going to roll with 3 small forwards this year. I feel like having a veteran then with the 2 young guys really could provide some help to this team. Again, I don't expect this to be a playoff team. Darius Bazley, and I can't say his name for the life of me. I just call him Poku. I'm actually going to start him. I think his ceiling is a little bit higher than Bazley, if I'm being honest, and I want to start 2 7-footers in my front court. And speaking of 7-footers, that gets me to the number 2 overall draft pick, Mr. Chet Holmgren out of Gonzaga. 7 feet 2 inches tall, is going to be an absolute stud for this team. I'm super excited to build around him today. They got Mike Muscala, who agreed to a contract as well. Derek Favors is still here. And then Jalen Williams, who was drafted, second round? Yeah, second round. 4th overall pick in round number 2. Eventually, maybe could use him, but probably not here in year number 1. No, I don't have another G League spot, or I'd probably send him there. But this is the team for now. I will set a rotation. We'll, again, not a playoff team, but I'll see you guys before we do start 7 year number 1. Here's how it's going to look for the start of the 2022-2023 season. There really shouldn't be too many surprises in the starting 5. Shai, Giddey, Dort, Poku, and Chet Holmgren starting 5. I'm assuming that's going to be close to, if not their exact starting lineup for, game 1 of opening night. I don't know if Poku's going to start or not. I like starting him. I just think it's cool to start 2 7-footers, if I'm being honest. The bench, honestly, isn't that bad. Trey Mann, the 6th man, followed by Darius Bazley. Ousmane Dieng, again, I'm horrible with names. Kendrick Williams, and then Mike Muscala. So a couple of veterans here on the bench, along with 3 really young, talented pieces as well. Ultimately, I'd eventually maybe like to get a guy like Jalen Williams into the rotation. And then who did I send to the G League? The other Jalen Williams. I'm sorry, I forgot they have 2 Jalen Williamses on their team. But yeah, this team is not going to be in the playoffs, but hopefully another developmental year. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 1. We are going to have a lot of draft picks. Year number 1 out of 5 is officially over here in Oklahoma City. We are the 14th seed here in the West, so second to last. Number 28 in the power rankings as well. Anybody surprised? Luka Doncic is your MVP. He was 0.1 assists off of a triple-double. Chet Holmgren, your rookie. This is what we love to see. Just under 17 points, 9.5 boards, 4 assists, 2 blocks a game, 44.5% from the field, 72% from the stripe, and 35% from beyond the arc. Ben Simmons, 6th man of the year. Giannis Stevens, player of the year. Nick Claxton, most improved. Willie Green, coach of the year. Yeah, Pelicans. All right, we had a record of 26 and 56. So, not exactly great, but, we're top 3 worst teams, so we should have the same odds as the other 2 teams for the number 1 overall pick. Shea led us in scoring, then it was Chet Holmgren. Lou Dort, Josh Giddey, Trey Mann, Poku, Baisley, Jang, Muscala, Williams. Got Derek Favors here as well. I do not know why Derek Favors is still on the Thunder. I wouldn't mind if my Celtics could pick him up for cheap, but we'll see. We are not in the playoffs. That's an obvious statement. So we can go ahead and simulate the first round and the rest of the playoffs and see what ends up happening. It's a Grizzlies and Knicks finals. The Memphis Grizzlies going to win the finals. I've actually been seeing them do that a lot recently in year number 1, especially in these 5-year rebuilds. Let's hit the draft lottery. This is obviously a really big night for us here. We are projected. The Clippers actually won't have our pick, but we'll simulate it and see what we end up with. We end up with number 1, baby. I don't know what I want to do with that because it's obviously Scoot Henderson and Victor Wembanyama. But I don't need Victor, and I really don't need Scoot Henderson either. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Am I going to trade it potentially for a stud? Mark Daigneault is probably going to be coming back. I mean, I think he's done a good job with the roster that's kind of constructed here for him. Obviously, I plan on building him a better one, but Mark Daigneault, welcome back to Oklahoma City. So the number 1 overall pick. 2K doesn't bless me often, but when it does, I love it. We have number 1. We also have 20-23 in the first round, then 8 and 23 in round number 2. It's crazy how many picks the Thunder have. It's honestly like they're doing a 2K rebuild. Like it's crazy just the amount that, Sam Presti has honestly done. It's absolutely bonkers. But yeah, we got to make a decision of what we want to do with that number 1 overall pick because Victor Wembanyama is a generational prospect. He's 7 feet tall. Can shoot, can dribble. I mean, he's ridiculous. But we have Chet Holmgren. I don't need him, if I'm being honest. Like, do I want to draft have him and be next to Chet Holmgren? Like, maybe that would be a little bit overpowered. Like, these are kind of the times I wish I was live streaming so I could kind of have your guys' opinion. But do I want to try that? Do I want to take him number 1 overall and then run 2 7-footer? Oh, actually, I had 2 7-footers in the front court, but 2 really, really Well, I think Victor's a little bit more generational than Holmgren, but you know what I'm saying. Jesus, is Chet Holmgren actually a $1.95? Holy shit. Eat a fucking burger, dude. God damn. I'll let you know what I come up with. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Victor Wembanyama with the first overall pick. I don't know how this front court's going to work out with him and Chet Holmgren, but I'm excited to kind of play it and test it out. We have 2 7'2" studs in our front court now. We also have a bunch of other picks. I'll actually draft somebody with number 20, but 23, 8, and 23. I don't need. I mean, there is just way too much young talent in this team already. It's just, I don't want a protection backup. It would feel really, are these all protection backups? Yeah, it looks like they are. It would just feel really unnecessary, if I'm being honest, to have that many young pieces come in one draft on a team that already has this many young talented players. So we'll see. Victor went number 1 overall for us. Obviously, Scoot Henderson went number 2. Amani Bates went 3. I don't think he'll actually be the 3rd overall pick, but time will tell. So what do I need? Jaden Bradley, honestly, a point guard could be an option for me. Why don't I go ahead and take him? Because who knows what will happen with Ty Jerome, and we could get a backup for Shay. So, with Ty Jerome, is he really a Euro? I don't know. Victor, obviously, number 1 overall pick. Jaden Bradley's going to come in here, 73 overall. He'll maybe eventually get in the rotation. Giddey, Trey Mann, and Poku all going to be coming back. Welcome back to Oklahoma City. Baisley will get the qualifying. I'm interested to see how much he asked for because, again, our front court's kind of already all set for hopefully the remainder of this video. Imagine I just go out and sound LeBron. That'd be hilarious. So which one of these guys goes up when I move them to power forward? Looks like not Victor. And Holmgren actually goes down. All right, I'll move Victor Wembanyama to the power forward spot. I mean, honestly, Victor weighs a little more. Maybe I should throw him at the power or the center spot, but it's whatever. I mean, 2 7'2", 21 and 19-year-olds. Oh my God, that's crazy. We really do have to make a trade with this team. I think there's just a lot of young talent on here. I'm not going to be able to pay everybody eventually, so let's make a trade. So I'm just going to go ahead and get another first-round pick here for Kendrick Williams. I know it's a very Oklahoma City thing to do, but I'm going to play Jang a little bit more, and again, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm probably not. I'm not good with names at all. I'm sure a lot of you know that, but I want to find a way to get Jalen Williams into this rotation. I just don't know if I really have one right now. I'm very comfortable with Giddey and Trey Mann. Trey Mann was a very good 6-man for us, and then Giddey's obviously doing his thing. So We'll see. I'm also not 100% sure on Ty Jerome. I kind of want to play Jaden Bradley, if I'm being honest, the backup for Shay. It's only going to be like 10 minutes. So if I can get another first-round pick potentially, maybe for Ty Jerome, who, again, I just really don't think I need. 26 years of age. Wow, first-round pick and a trade exception. Yeah, that's definitely going to be right up my alley. So, yeah, we're probably going to roll with the punches. Ultimately, I think that I actually might move Poku to the backup center spot. He actually stays at a 79. The other Jalen Williams, unfortunately, will not be playing right now, so Poku will back up Chet, and then I'm just going to re-sign Bazley, and then we pretty much can call this an offseason. That's pretty much all I wanted to do. I'm going to give Bazley a real contract just because I have, the funds right now and might as well go ahead and use them. So do not auto-renounce Darius Bazley. That would... I don't know why the game does this shit. Bazley wants around $13.5 million a year. That's honestly fine by me. Pretty good deal there. So he'll be the backup power forward to 7'2" Victor Wembanyama, a generational prospect. And this team, again, remains super young, but we've only gotten more talented, and hopefully progression kicks in as well. I'll see you guys at the start of the second season. So I just set this rotation, and I'm kind of sitting here asking myself, am I crazy for thinking this could potentially be a playoff team in year number 2? Because there's so much talent here. This bench is so deep, and that front court is just absolutely insane. I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section. What do you think of that front court potentially playing together? Obviously, I think a team like the Spurs are really going to be gunning for Victor Wembanyama. I don't think the Thunder are going to be a bottom 2 team in the West, if I'm being honest, I think. Especially if the Jazz move on from somebody like Donovan Mitchell. I don't know. Maybe they could be. I just think the young talent there, eventually something's got to give. So I also think Sam Presti's eventually going to cash in on something. I mean, he just has so many picks, so many young players. He's eventually going to cash it in for somebody. I think he's just waiting for some disgruntled star that really kind of fits their timeline and is young to ask out. But we'll see. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Lou Dort, Victor Wembanyama, and Chet Holmgren. I cannot get over this front court right now. It's going to be the starting 5 here for year number 2. Trey Mann remains a 6-man, followed by Darius Bazley. Poku, again, can't pronounce his name. Ousmane Dieng, and then Jaden Bradley, who we drafted, 20th overall? Yes, we did. And then I feel bad. We got the 2 Jalen Williams just chilling here. I'm going to find something to do, whether it's just trade them or somehow get them into the rotation because I don't know. I feel like just having them here is a waste. Maybe I'll send the shooting guard Jalen Williams to the G League again. I don't know. I do feel bad, but why not just send him there? He can actually play and maybe develop a little bit. I don't know. I'm excited for this team. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. I guess I wasn't crazy. We are in the playoffs here in year number 2. Not only in the playoffs, but we are a 2 seed here in a very, very good Western Conference. We're 4 in the power rankings. I love it. I really do. This is why I love doing Thunder rebuilds with the amount of young talent this team has. Luka MVP again. I know, shocking. Scoot Henderson, your rookie of the year. Would have been cool if Victor could have got it ultimately. I think with just the way this team's built, I don't really think it was possible. Brickleberry Simmons, your 6th man of the year. Giannis Stevens, player of the year. Darius Garland, most improved. Nate McMillan, your coach of the year. Don't want to give it to Mark? Really? I would have liked Mark to win it. We go 56-26, which is insanely impressive for the way this team was last year and the history of this team, if you will. Take a look at the numbers right now. Shea was obviously the leading scorer. Then it was Victor Wembanyama, our stud of a rookie. Him and Chet Holmgren, very, very similar numbers, if we're being honest. Lou Dort, Trey Mann, Josh Giddey, Darius Bazley, Poku, Bradley, Ousmane Dieng, and then I feel bad again for the Jalen Williams down there. Again, I don't think that there's a way out there that they're not going to actually play for Oklahoma City. I'm just saying in a rebuild when I only run 10-man rotations, it's hard for me. So that's kind of my thought process on that. All right, the Golden State Warriors, who are now 2 years off of a championship, with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Jonathan Kuminga, who turns into an absolute monster in this game. James Wiseman, they got Poole coming off the bench, Moses Moody, Mo Wagner there as well. I'll be interested to see how that starting 5 looks next year. I'm assuming Klay's still going to be starting, but I feel bad, man. It sucks watching all these guys I grew up on since because I've been watching basketball since I was 11 years old, and I grew up watching these guys. I'm 22 now, and it just sucks seeing them all get old. It really does. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I definitely do. Dame, Shaedon Sharpe, Nasir Little, Jeremy Grant, and Andre Drummond. How does Andre Drummond always end up in the randomest situations? He really does. But that is the starting 5 here for the 6-seeded Portland Trailblazers, who upset the Dallas Mavericks in round number 1. However, they don't upset us because we are in a second sweep in a row, and now here comes the real test because, wow, Jalen Brunson somehow is in New Orleans. It's exactly what you needed. Holy shit, this team is good. They should be better than a 4 seed. Let's see if we can get by him here, man. I mean, the Zion effect is real. You got 2 generational prospects at the power forward spot for both these teams. And, yeah, we got eliminated in 6 games. And the Hawks actually sweep the Pelicans. And Trae Young, holy shit. They must have found a way to play him and DeJounte Murray next to each other because typically Trae Young comes off the bench. He probably would have won a Sixth Man of the Year by now if he was coming off the bench. Let's hit the draft lottery again. I do not know what picks exactly. Oh, my God. There's just no fucking way. Did the Clippers really suck? We have 2 and we have 5. I don't think the Clippers are ever going to be this bad in 2 years in real life, but like we also have 15, we have 20, I mean, we have 27, we have 28. What do I even do with all this? Like, it's too much. It really, really is. Mark's not going anywhere. Like, I genuinely, I do not know what to do with this many picks. We have what, 6 first round picks this year and then 1 second. I mean, what do I even do with this? I don't even know. I'm obviously going to make some sort of huge monstrosity for a trade, but like, I don't really even know what I want. I'll find something though. I don't have a problem against Lou Dort. I just think when we have this many assets, I'm going to cash them in and go ahead and get the star players while I have the options. I do not need all these picks, so I'm going to offer Lou Dort and the number 5 overall pick. Lou Dort has not been playing bad for this team at all, but Brandon Ingram is just on another level. So I'm not going to give up number 2 because I think I can potentially do something with that. I actually won't give up 15 as well. You can just have every other pick. Take as many as you want. I'm handing them out like they're freaking mints. Like, I don't even know. I genuinely have no, like, I don't want to trade any of these if I'm being honest. Like, you want 20? Do I give up one of the Jalen Williamses here? He's just 76 overall. I just don't think I'm going to let Trey Mann go. I really don't. Like, he's been playing really well for us. So, like, he actually won't even re-sign with us. So, if you want the center Jalen Williams, because who's my backup? It's Poku. You can have them if they want it. Wow, they still don't do that. How about if I give you a future first and, like, the Pelicans will be good, right? No? And then how about if I give you Jalen Williams here as well? Will that do it? They agreed it. All right, that's a lot to give up, but Brandon Ingram is an absolute stud. He's going to come in here, be our new small forward. And now we just have the number 2 overall pick. So, I do not know this. I barely know the 2023 draft class. There's just no way I know the 2024 one. So, maybe if Ron Holland is chilling here, I'll draft him. I do have Jang, though. G.G. Jackson could be another option. Maybe replace Baisley. But, like, I don't know what I want to do right now. It's too much. It's like, it's honestly a little overwhelming. It really is. Kwame Evans Jr. goes first overall. So do I want Ron Holland or G.G. Jackson? Do I want to give up on Jang? Do I want to give up on Baisley? I mean, he is an 81 overall. So, like, yeah, I'm not going to give up on Ousmane Jang, but, like, Ron Holland's a stud. It appears so anyways. I have no idea who he is, but he's actually 78 overall. Wow, DJ Wagner was here. He actually is a really big stud. Roy Bishop, sure, a little bit more power forward depth. And then do we have a second round pick as well? Oh no, we have 2 more. We have another first and another second. I just don't need this. Wait. Ooh, yeah. I have to trade for him just strictly based off his name. Maybe I could have taken another first. Holland is 78, Roy Bishop's is 73. So, I can't really believe the way this team's kind of panning out. It's literally like too much to unpack. It really is. If this team's not in the finals next year, I really don't know what to say about it. I really don't. So, yeah, I don't really think there's a move to be made here, especially with our starting 5, the addition of Brandon Ingram. I got to figure out if I want to go with Ron Holland or Ousmane Jang as the backup, and I like them both. Baisley's a solid backup. I'm going to re-sign Poku after we get through the moratorium period. Like, this is one of those rebuilds that, like, I really don't – it's kind of like just runs itself. Like, I really don't have to do anything. I really don't. And, like, that sucks because it's, like, not as entertaining, but, like, there's not a ton I have to do in this video in order to probably win a championship. So, I might try to upgrade the backup point guard option, maybe combine Bradley Williams and maybe Jang here to get a different backup point guard, but – other than that, like, I just don't know. It's too much. Like, I would never do half of these moves in real life, but, like, I got to do something here. So let me just look for a backup point guard that can back up Shay. It doesn't have to be anybody amazing, but preferably somebody who's a little bit on the younger side and has some, like, do I want to take, oh my God, do I want D'Angelo Russell? Honestly, at this point, fuck it, why not? D'Angelo Russell going to be officially on this team. Holy shit. This is a squad. I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd season. I seriously can't get over just how fun of a team this is. Like, this, I'm having the most fun doing a rebuild as I have in a really long time, just because this team is absolutely insane. Shai Gildes-Alexander, Josh Giddey, Brandon Ingram are huge free agent, or not free agency, a huge trade addition of the offseason. And then this front court just like, it makes me feel some type of way, dude. It really does. It's insane. Bench unit, Trey Mann, Poku, D'Angelo Russell, Darius Baisley, and Ron Holland. Our number 2 overall pick is playing 10 minutes a night. It is not every day in a rebuild that I can say that. And again, I'm sorry for giving up on Jalen Williams and Ousmane Dieng. I just couldn't find a spot for them, if I'm being honest. And it sucks, but it's kind of the reality of the situation. Like, you just have so many young players and so many assets. Something's got to give at some point, and ultimately it did for us here. So this is still a super fun team. We're definitely championship contenders. I will see you guys at the end of year number 3. A very successful third regular season. We are the 1 seed here in the Western Conference. Again, that was pretty much what I expected. We're also number 1 in the power rankings. We finally have a new MVP as LaMelo Ball takes it home. Kwame Evans Jr., Rookie of the Year. Ben Simmons, 6th man. Jaren Jackson Jr., Defensive Player of the Year. I think he'll probably get one at least in his career. Our old friend Ousmane Dieng. Again, I'm just terrible with names. We went 71-11 as Mark Dagnall, or as I call him, Mark D's Nuts. He's, yeah, that's probably good enough for Coach of the Year. Holy shit, we should be winning a championship. I would love to hop in right now and get gameplay with this team, but you all know that the lag would happen, the little bug where it quits, and I don't want that in this rebuild because I want to do a full 5-year rebuild here. These numbers are very much spread out as they could be right now. I mean, Shay's scoring's obviously down along with everybody else's, but the way this team's built, it's expected. Tale Mullen, Wendell Moore, Anthony Edwards, Ousmane Dieng, our old friend Rudy Gobert. Because Rudy Gobert's on the Timberwolves now, obviously, and for some reason they don't play him and Karl-Anthony Towns in the same front court. So Karl-Anthony Towns always just leaves. And like, I know he signed a Supermax, and that's not updated yet, but like, weird that they just let him go. We sweep the Thunder in the Sacramento Kings here. Desmond Bane's a great addition to this team. Keegan Murray, Jonas Valanciunas, Josh Hart. So looks like the Kings are building a little something here in Sacramento. They're back in the playoffs. I saw a stat today that no Kings player on their roster has ever been in the playoffs, which is kind of crazy, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that curse is going to get broken on any of them, but kind of a crazy stat. The Phoenix Suns were in the NBA Finals a couple years ago, and this is how their squad is looking. Chris Paul's got to be, 40 now? Jesus Christ alive. Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, Cam Johnson, Aiden. They had OG Anunoby on their bench, and Dariq Whitehead, and Delon Wright. Actually a really impressive team. I'm surprised that's only a 7 seed. So they were a playing team. We're up 3-0, and we sweep them as well. And the Chicago Bulls, Lonzo Ball, Kobe White, Kwame Evans Jr., DeAndre Hunter, Karl-Anthony Towns, so that's where Cat went. This is going to be a battle. I still think we're just a much better team, though. We're up 3-0, and we sweep them. Chet Holmgren, your finals MVP. It looks like the front court thing worked out. There's no way we have more draft picks that are in the lottery. If I see a Thunder logo here, oh my God. How? Please tell me these picks have protections on them of some sort. We have number 4. And then, yeah, I think that's our only real. We also have 17. And we have 29. I mean, it's just like, I'm sure some of these picks have been traded in real life and I just haven't updated them. But, like, my God almighty, like, they have a decent amount. Like, this is probably pretty similar. Again, they're probably not all going to be, like, top 5 picks. Like, obviously the Clippers are probably not going to suck in 2024, 2025. But, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. They're just going to have this many picks on and on. Like, what do I do with the 4th overall pick right now? What do I change about this team? I have not a clue. Like, do I trade D'Angelo Russell and try to get somebody better? Like, I'm just freeballing at this point. Because I honestly have no idea what I even want to do. I really don't. Like, do I want Desmond Bane? No, that's just too much money. I honestly don't know. I really, really don't. So, I mean, I'll draft somebody number 4. All of these other picks are going to get traded just because it's way, way too much at this point. It's way too much. I mean, if Sam Presti does what I think he'll probably do with this team and go ahead and, you know, capitalize on all these picks, whether it's trading them for star players or hitting on the draft. I mean, hell, the guy drafted 3 MVPs. So, I mean, my God almighty, this is insane. We do have the number 4 overall pick. Again, I know nothing about this draft class. We can take a look at the summary. It was Isaiah Loheim, Barry Hood, and Brendan Bailey. These people are all probably 16, 17 years old right now. Gilbert Roberts, sure, maybe a D'Angelo Russell replacement. I don't know who these people are. He's going to be a 78 overall for us. Cool. Welcome to the team. Chet Holmgren, Victor Wembanyama, definitely both coming back. Qualifying offers Giddy and Trey Mann. So this is where I'm going to have to be kind of careful. I don't know if we're over the hard cap. We really didn't even sign any major free agents today. Brandon Ingram is somebody that I need to bring back. Like, I really do. So, honestly, I'm going to probably play it safe. I think I'm going to trade D'Angelo Russell right now. We just drafted a point guard here in Gilbert Roberts, who can just probably kind of take over D'Lo's spot. So, that'll be $18 million we save because I legitimately cannot risk. Ty Jerome's not making a single dollar. How is that even possible? Can I just get a pick for him? Honestly, I don't need him. I can't risk any of these guys like leaving me, so I'm going to go ahead and pay Ingram. We're obviously a little bit lower below the hard cap now at this point, and I'll give real contracts to everybody else here, including Giddy and Trey Mann. So just make sure 2K doesn't auto-renounce them because that would suck. Let me go ahead and now pay Josh Giddey, who wants, again, a lot of money. I'm going to do this one at a time just based off priority sakes. I got to make sure I get Giddey back first. And now I'll try to pay Trey Mann if I have the money, if it lets me. He wants $20 million. Oh my God. How are we not over the hard cap? Like, where is my, like, finances? I've never even played with this. This is actually really cool. I really never even looked at any of this stuff. So yeah, salary cap breakdown. We are, holy shit. This is nuts. This really is crazy. This is like, it's just so crazy, like, how talented the potential for this team is. It really is. So, you all know the rotation heading into the next season. I mean, we just won a championship with it, basically. So, let's run it back. See you guys at the start of year number 4. Start of the 4th year in Oklahoma City, fresh off a championship. Not a ton changed about this team. We moved on from D'Angelo Russell. Starting 5, of course, remains the same. There's really no reason for me to touch this here. Shay, Gildes, Alexander, Josh Giddey, Brandon Ingram, Victor Wembanyama, and Chet Holmgren. Bench unit, Trey Mann, Poku, Darius Bazley, Ron Holland, and Gilbert Roberts. Let me know if you think this is potentially one of the most talented teams I've ever had in a 5-year rebuild. I think it probably, I mean, not even, I've done like 4 or 5-year rebuilds in this 2K, but I've done them before, but I'm sure none of you remember that. But I think this is potentially one of my most talented teams of 2K22 so far, and I really haven't done a ton to it, if I'm being honest. So, yeah, let's try to go back-to-back. See you guys at the end of the 4th year. LaMelo goes back-to-back in the MVP department. We are once again a 1 seed here in the Western Conference. Again, probably not too much of a shock. Isaiah Elohim is your Rookie of the Year in New Orleans. John Butler, 6th Man of the Year. Jaren Jackson Jr., 2nd straight DPOY. Jaden Springer, Most Improved. Mark Daigneault is your Coach of the Year. Again, we go 72-10. This team ties the 2nd best record in NBA history. So, obviously, we are the 1 seed in both conferences. Victor Wembanyama, actually our leading scorer. Then it was Brandon Ingram. Shea Gildes Alexander, Chet Holmgren, Trey Mann, Giddey, Poku, Bazley, Holland, Roberts. Like, I feel bad. This was a number 2 overall pick. This was a number 4 overall pick. They're playing 12 and 10 minutes a night, respectfully. Just absolutely ridiculous, the talent on this team. We got the Utah Jazz here. Oh my God. What in the hell is going on? What in the fuck? There's just, what in the world? How did they win a game? What the hell? Jalen Brunson is now in Phoenix. It looks like Chris Paul retired after the age of 40. We beat him in the Western Conference Finals. So he retired ringless. I just don't think there's a team out here that's going to beat us. That's why I'm simming around. I'm like, Jalen Green's a stud, don't get me wrong. That's probably the only position on the court that they're better than us at. Thunder and Cavs in the finals. Garland, Okoro, Isaac, Mobley, and Jarrett Allen. So 2 really tall front courts going head-to-head here in the NBA Finals. We are 1-1 right now. We go up 2-1. We go up 3-1, and we close them out in 5. Victor Wembanyama, again, generational prospect, Finals MVP. Let's hit the draft lottery again. There's no way this is happening again. Oh, my God. Dude, how bad are the Clippers? We have the 6th overall pick. Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Seriously, what am I supposed to do with that? I mean, we're entering our final season. I might have to shed some salary. Again, I don't know who's up for contract extension. Oh, my God. This is too much. It seriously is. Like, what am I supposed to do with all of these picks? Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't need them. I really don't. Like, I hate to just, like, not give away picks, but, like, what do I do with the 6th overall pick right now? We just had 2, 4, and 6 in a row in multiple years when we didn't need them at all. We really didn't. Who's a free agent? I'm trying to go because Holmgren and Jesus Christ. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama definitely both have team options. Actually, I think. If not, I'm just going to give them the qualifying. It's a cheat code. But, yeah, I guess I'll draft somebody at number 6. I don't even know who I'm going to draft. I really don't. Who else do we have as free agents? Like, I'm trying to go over our roster right now. Like, point guard. Let me sort this by position. We're good at point guard. We're good at shooting guard. Brandon Ingram's backup was a rookie, so he's good. And then Poku's the backup. We really don't need anybody. I think Bazley's a free agent. If there's a power forward here, I'll draft one. Lance Pierce. You are probably legitimately 15 years old right now, if you're even a real person. Welcome to the team. You're a 74 overall, so maybe I can get an upgrade there. All of these guys are obviously going to be coming back. Qualifying offer, Chet Holmgren. I'm just going to give them the qualifying. I think we're honestly so far over the tax that I'm not even going to risk it at this point. I'm going to re-sign Chet Holmgren, give him the qualifying offer. Oh, fuck. Oh, yeah. I knew it would come back and bite me in the ass at some point. It honestly makes sense. It really does. I mean, look at how much money is on this team right now. So I'm going to have to shed some salary. I think it's going to come down typically between Trey Mann or Poku. Obviously, it has to be bench pieces and probably Poku, if I'm being honest here. So let's trade Poku. We're going to tie him in along. I haven't signed one free agent. We'll do him and Lance Pierce in a first. Like, can I just get like a cheaper power? Like James Wiseman would be fun. Bradley Beal. I need somebody cheap, like I really do. All right, let me do this manually. I filtered it by guys making under $11 million, and Thomas Bryant was legitimately the only player that was under contract. Unfortunately, the money doesn't really work out here. Do you want to just give me this dude? And are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, are we serious? Oh, brother. Like, what does it take for me to get Thomas Bryant? That's me adding money. I can't add money. Son of a bitch. I'm like this. I'm struggling. I don't want Andre Drummond. I'll take G.G. Jackson. Please tell me the Pacers have money. Thank the Lord. I have 85 first-round picks. Just take them. Take anybody you want. I don't care. Take Lance Pierce. Cool. Does this give me enough money now to hopefully get back Chet Holmgren? Okay, thank God. So he's going to accept, hopefully, and then take his qualifying offer. And then Bazley's obviously gone. So I'm just going to renounce Bazley. He's obviously going to be gone. If I can't, there's just no way I can afford him. So Chet Holmgren's going to get his qualifying. Getting him back was obviously a huge priority for me. So let's see how this team's looking right now. We're good pretty much everywhere, I think, except, yeah, the backup center spot. Jackson, 6'9". Roy Bishop is 6'8". I haven't even signed anybody. Like, who's even free agents? It's actually going to let me bring back Bazley. Oh, my God. This game is so broken. It really is. I'm going to trade now G.G. Jackson and Roy Bishop and get a backup center because this is just ridiculous. This is just absolutely ridiculous. I'm at a loss for words. Oh my, do I want Bronny James? How's he even playing? Oh wow, he's kind of a stud, low key. And we get a center in Brendan Bailey. Fuck it, let me do that. I'm gonna get Bronny James. I hate to give up on Gilbert Roberts, who, you know, was a number 4 overall pick, but he barely played, and now I have Bronny James. So I'll just trade Gilbert Roberts. I'll just do him a favor. He's obviously not going to be playing for us, so just give me I don't need anybody. That's fine. That's whatever. I'll see you guys at the start of the 5th and final year. This team has way too much talent. This is insane. Like, I genuinely cannot believe it. Again, I'm not going to apologize, but like, I'm sorry that this rebuild, I didn't sign any superstar free agents. I didn't even make really, besides the Brandon Ingram one, I didn't really make many mega trades. The stars kind of aligned. Everything fell into place where it did, and this is the outcome. Potentially the most talented team I've had in 2K22. So let me know your thoughts on that if you've been watching my videos since the beginning of 2K22. Shay, Giddey, Ingram, Victor Wembanyama, Chet Holmgren. Obviously, nothing was going to change in the starting 5. I'm honestly thankful this is the last year because after this, we're not going to have money for anybody. Trey Mann, our 6-man, Darius Bazley, Bronny James. I was excited to bring him in here. Ron Holland and Brendan Bailey. I will see you guys at the end of year number 5. Hopefully with a 3-peat. LaMelo's insane. Averaged just 36.5 points, 7 boards, 10 assists. Yeah, he's pretty good. We are a 1 seed. I know, it's very hard to believe. Artem Markov, not a fucking clue. Bay Fall, 6-man of the year. Jonathan Isaac, defensive player of the year. Gilbert Roberts, most improved, our old friend. Mark Dognault. We only won 69 games. First of all, nice. Second of all, it's unfortunate. I know, we were below the 70-win threshold with this team, but my God. Victor, Ingram, Chet Holmgren, Shay, Mann, Giddey, Bronny James, Bazley, Holland, Bailey. Yeah, there's just like, what else can I really do with this team? I mean, I don't really care what the opposing teams look like. Like, nobody's beating this. Like, they're just really not. Like, I don't think there's been a time, this is actually a really good team, where Jamal Murray off the bench, wow. I've ever been more confident in just, like, beating everybody. Just, like, genuinely, there's no way, but, oh, wow, we went to 7. There's just no way anybody's beating, oh, wow. Again, there's just no way. It's we 3-peat Victor Wembanyama, your finals MVP. So yeah, to say we built a super team I think would be an understatement. This is insane. I mean, obviously, I traded a lot of young, talented players, and if I traded anybody you like, I'm sorry. This is the way it turned out. Victor Wembanyama's at 95 overall at the age of 23. We have a 7'2" front court. Fucking nuts. But yeah, I had a ton of fun with this one. These are the kind of rebuilds that make me happy and make me really like 2K. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as well. Of course, make sure to go vote on that poll on my community tab. It lets me know what you guys want to see. And it all stems from the comments you guys leave on these videos. So if you see somebody else comment a team that you want me to use and put in the poll, just like that comment. It lets me know to put them in the poll and everything else. This one was a ton of fun. As I mentioned, hopefully you guys did enjoy as well. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.